My name is Mark Ironson, and this short video is about BPM, Business Process Modelling, or sometimes called Business Process Management. And what is it? Well, every business is a set of processes called the Ops Manual. And the Ops Manual is every single task in the business that you do is in that Ops Manual. That becomes your credibility, it becomes your pitch, it becomes your value eventually, if you're growing to sell. And to give an example of this, if you visit a franchise show, for example, across the country, they're in the big cities and major cities in the country, go and visit a stand of a business that's selling a franchise. And very often, and I actually visited one recently, Subway, which I'm sure you'll know is the sandwich shop. And Subway sell their business as a franchise. If you visit the Subway stand, they'll show you their processes, their Ops Manual, and that's actually what they're selling. And Subway's a reasonably stable, it's a stable franchise. There's lots of them throughout the country, and you can actually look at some of their processes. They even go down to the detail of where they buy the onions from, where do you buy the counters from, how do you negotiate the rent on the shop, how do you display the products and in the store, how do you price it, what point of sale items do you need to run the business. Every single thing in that business is in the Ops Manual as a process. And so the easiest way to write one when you're a one-man band, when you're just starting out, is break every task down into 10 steps. And 10 steps, because even making a cup of coffee can take 10 steps. So I've got a younger daughter called Charlotte, and she's 12 years old. And what I do in my business is I write a process, 10 steps, and then give it to Charlotte. And if Charlotte can understand how the task is done, then that's good enough, that's simple enough, that's good enough to put as a process in the business. So then that gets inserted into the Ops Manual. Your business will become a set of processes. And another good example is McDonald's. McDonald's isn't actually a fast food joint. McDonald's is a business that's been around since, I think, 1955. It is a whole set of processes. It's one of the best live examples you can see, because if you go to a McDonald's during a lunchtime or a tea time, you can actually see 20 or 25 young people all behind the counter. It's all visible, it's all transparent, and you can see them. There's a dinger for when you put when the fat's hot enough to put the fries in. There's a dinger when you take the fries out. There's a dinger when you put the salt on. There's a dinger when you change shift. There's a dinger for cleaning. There's a dinger for this. It's a whole set of processes as a business. And McDonald's have been around since '55. It's a good example of quite a live example of an operational business. So exactly the same when you're starting out. Break each task you do in your business down to 10 steps, put it into an Ops Manual, and that becomes your value, becomes your credibility. So when in maybe year 2 or maybe year 3 of your business, you can then present that because you want extra funding, or you want a JV partner, or you want someone to work with. That becomes the pitch, because you can follow because a potential investor or a potential JV partner can then follow your operation and see what you're doing. That's BPM, Business Process Modelling. Hope that was useful. My name is Mark Ironson, and I'll speak to you soon.